Madeline Dale here with the Chapter Goddess, and today I am talking about books. So I am an avid reader on top of being an author, a host, and interviewer. I've kind of picked up more freelance stuff going forward, and today I want to talk about a book I just finished reading called The Path of a Titan, The Proving. It's by John Bennett. And if you look at my channel, you'll see I interviewed him not too long ago, and we talked about his book. And holy cow, it is so much better than I expected. I know book 2 is not written yet, but I'm dying for it. This book hooked me and grabbed me from the start. So the main characters in this story are Kylie and Carson. The start of the book, they're having a regular, normal kind of life, going to high school, dealing with high school bullies and whatnot. But then their life is turned on their head when their parents don't come home and they tell them that their parents are dead. And this officer takes them to an orphanage and their life just kind of implodes. Carson goes through a lot and Kylie goes through a lot. There's some incidents that they both have to deal with that are life altering. Obviously, on top of losing their parents, that's a huge life altering event. But they kind of continue to get crap handed to them as they move forward. And it sucks. But Carson kind of keeps his head on. He tries to be strong. He knows he has to be strong for his little sister, but his little sister's falling apart. Kylie's his little sister, and some stuff happens with her, and she contemplates what is there to life. And that's kind of the breaking point, and the story shifts gears a little bit. The two run away from the orphanage and kind of attempt to live life on their own. And Carson gives up his dream. His lifelong dream has always been to become a Titan, to get into the Proving and join the military there and be like a huge, fancy Titan. And these Titans, their suits made me think of Iron Man. They're real techie, really cool, got all these fun gears and whatnot. And he kind of put that dream off after they ran away from the orphanage. I mean, obviously he put that dream off in the orphanage because how was he going to finish high school and go on to do something like that? Because that was one thing, the orphanage was not letting the kids go to school. It was not a good orphanage. But Kylie surprises him. She remembers his dream, and she's a genius and gathers parts from the scrapyard and builds him a suit. And he competes in a small tournament to try to go on and be part of the Proving. Well, the tournament, it's a little bit more challenging than what he expected. He hadn't really had any formal training or anything, but he meets a friend who kind of helps them along the way, named Jinx. And it's really cool to see them interact. Jinx helps him out, gives him a fancy helmet that's much better than what he was using as a helmet. And he makes it to the final round, but doesn't quite get what he needs. I'm really honestly surprised he didn't die in the story a couple times. Fast forward later, Jinx helps him, gives him and Kylie a new life. And from there, he's able to kind of take a step forward toward his dream. And yeah, he still gets the crap beat out of him. Like, this book was intense. There's a ton of action, some brutal fight scenes, some death, but it was so fun. I absolutely loved it. There's a bit of romance mixed in there, strong theme on how important family is to you. And it really, there's something that challenges that family idea later in the book that I'm really curious to see where Bennett takes it and in the next book. But there's also a lot of secrets that are hinted at, and I'm curious to see what happens when they're uncovered. And yeah, this book, holy cow, guys. It was really easy to read and follow, had many different climatic events. It wasn't just one, like, boom, here we're done. It was multiple, like up and down, kind of like a roller coaster. And that really kept my attention. And I could not stop reading it. I wanted to read it in like a day, but life doesn't work like that for me. But yeah, I hope you will check this book out because I absolutely give it a 5-star. And I can't wait for the next book to come out. So good. But yeah, that's all from me today, guys. I will drop that I am doing a book signing for my books in Bethany, Oklahoma on June 24th. There is a small little indie bookstore there. Didn't used to be there because that's actually where I went to college, called Deer Clan Books. And I'm going to be doing a book signing from 6 to 8 p.m. June 24th. So if you guys will look on my social media, you can find the listing with the address and everything. But yeah, have a good one, guys.